What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Today is going to be a walk around of my 2000 Lexus LX 470. A lot of people, since I posted this on my Instagram, have asked for a walk around, so that's what we're going to do now. I'd been searching for a daily driver for a little while and knew I always wanted something that was still going to be off-road capable and also look cool. And I came across the 100 series Land Cruiser, so I was searching for Toyotas and Lexuses just like this, mainly on Facebook Marketplace, and I came across this. Had everything done to it that I wanted to do to it anyways. It was well taken care of and knew I had to have it. So before we get into the exterior, because that's what I'm going to start with first, I want to say I'm doing a giveaway. It'll be a Built Different Garage care package. If you can guess the mileage or the closest to the mileage, you'll win a hat, a flag, and some stickers. I'll send them right to your doorstep. I will give you a hint. The mileage on the vehicle is between 200 and 300,000 miles. So I'm going to give you, I figured I'd give you guys a range so you're not guessing like 50,000 miles or 800,000 miles. So I give you a range. Let's see what you can come up with. Let's get into it. All right, we'll start in the front of the Lexus and then kind of work our way back. Nothing really crazy has been done to it. I have some plans that I will talk about as well, but up here in the front, this is all factory Lexus front end. The only thing that's been done to the front bumper is it's been cut, I guess, for looks. I'm still learning the Toyota Lexus world, or it may have been clearance for the tires, which I'm assuming that's what it is. The entire vehicle has a 2.5-inch suspension lift. IFS in the front, which is also new to me, straight axle in the rear. So getting used to the comfort of an IFS is actually pretty interesting coming from a straight axle Jeep world. 2.5-inch lift. I don't know the exact ratio, but they come out to be 35-inch tires and then some stock Lexus wheels. I really like the OEM Plus look of the Lexus wheels. I do have plans to change them down the road, but for now they're gonna stay just like that, and we're gonna rock the OEM Plus look. Moving on back, there's usually some side steps that come on these, I believe, and they are no longer on there. I do not have them, so whoever had this originally, they're gone forever. I don't have them. And also, it is muddy mainly because I just haven't had time to wash it. So if you see dirty bird crap and dirty things on it, just know I haven't washed it. Up on top is the factory Lexus roof rack, or the luggage rack, whatever you want to call it. I am missing these. I was taking this off, but realized I'm missing caps that go inside here because I do want to delete the luggage rack and then eventually put a slim roof rack up there down the road. So moving around the back, nothing crazy going on. It does have a hitch receiver that is bolted up to the bottom. I didn't do that. It came like that. As you guys see, it is how I bought it. I don't think I've changed one thing. Actually, I take that back. I did install some KC fog lights up front, which I'll show you. But yeah, everything is pretty much how I got it, and I really enjoy the look of it and the performance of it, how you see it. Like I mentioned, the fog lights up front are KC's, just some flex singles, nothing crazy. I have an amber lens cover on there. I don't like the position of them. Eventually, I want to do a very streamlined, slim bumper that'll give me more capability for auxiliary lighting, but for now that's what I'm gonna run and use. But yeah, it not much has changed, but it will down the road. I'm still learning the whole Toyota Lexus world. This is a 2UZ FE, I believe. It doesn't have an engine cover, which usually has the badging on it, so it has all the V8 power and noise. Not really, but you can put an exhaust on this, what I thought about doing, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But it does have a V8, and it does consume a lot of gas, but I didn't buy that, or I didn't buy this because I cared about the gas consumption. It's better than my Jeep, and that's all I cared about. I am gonna upgrade the battery with an excess power battery down the road, maybe even do a dual battery if we start camping in this more. But yeah, nothing crazy going on. As for the drivetrain, it is a 4-speed automatic. I believe it's a 3-speed with an overdrive, and then it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. So you don't have selectable 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, and it's all-wheel drive. And I actually really enjoy it. I didn't think I was gonna like the all-wheel drive, but in the snow we've gotten down here in Tennessee, I took it out pretty much every day when it was snowing and there was snow on the roads, and I tried to whip some donuts and kind of drift around turns, and it had all the traction in the world, and I couldn't get the wheels to break loose. I know it has traction control, but even when that didn't kick on, the all-wheel drive system did its job. In addition to the all-wheel drive system, it has a high and a low selector. So within the all-wheel drive, you can put it in high or put it in low, which I have yet to do. And then it also has a center diff lock, which I also haven't used. I've really just been using this as a daily driver commuter, which if you are an off-roader or you've owned a Jeep your entire life, I highly recommend going and checking these out, whether it's a Toyota Land Cruiser or a Lexus LX 470. It's all the same thing. It's a 100 series, but it is the ultimate daily driver for any off-roader. Okay, so moving on into the interior of the Lexus, it is very comfortable, and I did not expect that. Typically, I'm not a fan of all leather interiors because the interior will get really cold or really hot depending on the weather. But this has heated seats, it's got memory controlled seats, the steering wheel is electric, so it pops in and out when you get in. It has all the creature comforts, and if you owned one of these in 2000, you were a big baller because this thing is fully loaded with everything you could imagine. And to me, coming from a Jeep, this is all luxury items that I've never been able to use or experience in a daily driver. So I think I use my heated seats every day. It just feels good on my lower back, and it's kind of like a pain reliever built into your seat. But it's got cruise control, it's got automatic lights, it's got electric vents for the rear windows. So if you want to vent the windows, they'll pop in and out, and it's all electric. Super fancy stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty basic. The one thing that is my absolute favorite is this right here, the sunroof. That's actually one of two things, but that is one of my favorite things about this. I've never owned a vehicle with a sunroof, even though owning a Jeep, you can take the top, oh my God, you can take the top and the doors off. But there's something about being in a vehicle where you can't take the doors or the top off, but having a sunroof is pretty cool. The other thing, check this out. Oh, I'll fold it that way. You have dual sun visors. One for straight ahead, and then another for the side. And that's on both sides. So the driver and passenger has dual sun visors. I kind of freaked out. I never knew it had that until one day I just was like messing with stuff, and I pulled that down and kind of freaked out, and I was like, what is going on? I've never seen a vehicle with that. The driver's area, the infotainment area, this is the high, low, neutral for your all-wheel drive system. The diff lock is right here, which I actually have pressed the button, but I never have driven off-road or used it in that manner. You have your gear selector right here, and then the height control system on this has been deleted. The selector that you see right here is no longer usable because it has a lift kit on it now. And that was one of the things I was really looking for, because I've heard a lot of pros and cons. People say they really like the height control system. Some people say they absolutely hate it. I just didn't want to deal with the maintenance of the height control system, so the goal was to find one without a height control system, and I found one. This is a very old infotainment center. It has a cassette tape player and a CD player. I'm using this unit from Scotia for Bluetooth. I don't think I'm gonna ever upgrade this to a head unit. I have my phone mount right here for my navigation, and if I wanna play music or listen to podcasts, I can just use that unit right there. So pretty simple stuff. This is just the back seat. There's nothing really crazy going on here. You have a little drop down. I wish there were cup holders in here, but there are not, but you can rest your arm there. Again, the seats are very comfortable. You can fold these completely down, and if we wanted to make this a sleeping platform, we could do that. Everything is in great condition. Not really anything crazy going on back here, but it's a back seat. Something that's really unique about these Lexus and Toyotas, and I believe there's other vehicles that have this as well, but you have the lift gate, and then you have the drop down tailgate, which that's moving around. This is a tailgate, so it's basically a pickup truck, but kind of not really, but you could have a nice picnic right here and enjoy this. I didn't think I would like this at first, but it is actually very convenient. Be able to just pop that open and throw stuff in and not have to worry about a huge lift gate coming up. In this bin, I just keep kind of some normal road maintenance, a go bag, whatever, spare waters, things like that. There normally are 2 seats that are back here. So you have a 3rd row of seating. I believe this seats 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 people. I can't remember if they're the jump seats are 2 or 3. I believe it's just 2, so 1 and 1. But they're just sitting in the garage just because I don't think I will ever use those. Fold them down and keep them flat, or you can fold them up and then they strap to the sides and they're out of the way. But pretty cool. There's a ton of room back here. You have a ton of room even when you have people sitting up there in the back seats. I've found that when we go to the airport to pick people up, plenty of room in the back, and then we can also toss a ton of luggage back there. The last thing I will add is the price of these. You can find these in great condition between $10,000 and $20,000 on Facebook Marketplace all day long. I've seen some, depending on the area where you live, ranging from $6,000 to $15,000. But to find a clean example, I think you're gonna have to spend a little bit more, of course, but I mean, they're all over the place, and you can buy the Toyota Land Cruiser or the Lexus LX 470. I believe the main difference is, and I could be completely wrong, I don't think these came triple locked, is what I've been told in the Toyota community. So that means the front and rear and the center is lockable, but I could be completely wrong, so correct me if I am. But yeah, this is something I never thought I'd be driving, coming from the Jeep world, CJs, YJs, TJs, LJs, JKs, JLs, all the Js. I never thought I would drive a Lexus LX 470 or a 100 series for that matter. And I absolutely love it. It's awesome. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the walk around of my daily driver Lexus LX 470. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like I said, go get one. I think you would really enjoy it, especially if you are an off-roader. These things are capable and practical and very functional for everyday use. And you can take it on the trail, go camping, do some wheeling. It's a great time. Go get one.